So how you doing today? All right, listen, I'm gonna read something to you real quick, and it just bugged me out. This particular comment this guy left in the comment section of the video that I did. Nature Boy and Dr. Malachi Z.York are one and the same. Okay, hold on. So I'm not gonna give out any names or anything. So this guy writes, "You're just another person trying to make money off of Dr. Malachi Z.York's name. He's been gone for 17 years. Stop using his name." And a couple other, brothers chimed in, and the sister chimed in. I don't want to give out no names. Maybe next time, if they say, "Hey, listen, next time, if you want to, shout me out, I'll shout you out," or whatever have you. I just want to get your approval before I start dishing out names. Some people is just personal like that. So the one brother, replied back, he's not trying to make money off of him. He's just telling his story, experience, and his outside look back. What do you say about turning in donations to fight his case and the money he had compared to some of the members of the nation? The money taken from the people for informative information mixed in with BS when they could have found the information without him for free. I'm assuming he said for free, without him for free. And then a sister says, "Money off of YouTube? You gotta do better than that, man." So first of all, I thank you all for defending me. So let me just address this. I get this all the time. This is the reason why I did this video. I really wanted to do this video a long time ago, and I'm glad that I'm doing it. Right? I'm going to set the record straight. First, I'm going to take care of the comments, and then after that, I'm going to answer your question for those that think that I'm not trying to make money off of Dr. Malachi Z.York, or I am. I'm going to answer that question, right? So this dude says, just another person trying to make money off of Dr. Malachi Z.York's names, right? Every Nubian says that, and it's a cop-out. I said, this video was 20 minutes and 20 seconds long. I addressed so much in that video to the point where it's like, now I see where you Nubians are going. I see where y'all going. What you all are trying to do is just cop out. You're trying to draw all of the attention on this one thing that you just said. I never said that I was trying to make money off of them. You did. That was your assumption. But you don't want to address the elephants, plural, that's in the room. I talked about, just like the brother said, turning. I talked about, just the outright disrespect that Dr. Malachi Z.York had for his members. Period. I addressed a lot of stuff. But what's so funny is that I did Confessions of an Ex-Nubians parts 1 through 25, and y'all haven't addressed none of that stuff. But this is the cop-out. This is what they say, right? So let me tell you this. Let me explain to you this, right? So the sister said, "Money off of YouTube? You got to do better than that, man." She's right. I don't make any money off of YouTube. I can factually show you the money that I made off of some of the videos that I've done on Dr. York. And I'm telling you, the highest one that I ever got paid on, I got paid $5.82. $5.82. Now let's do the math, right? Because I'm gonna bring up what this brother said. When he addressed, me going through what I had to go through. Now let me break this down. Let's give a roundabout number, right? Let's just say I made $100 off of just doing Dr. Malachi Z.York videos alone, right? Which is so untrue. I can show you factually. I possibly might have made, in combination, including the Confessions of Ex-Nubians, but that's not about Dr. York. That's really about my life and what I had to endure. It's not like I said. Confessions of Dr. Malachi Z.York. Yeah, Confessions of Dr. Malachi Z.York. I didn't put his name in that title, in that title. So those really don't count. That's Confessions of an Ex-Nubian, where I'm talking about my experience in a cult. Not so much about Dr. York, because I mentioned him, but I didn't mention him as much because I wasn't around him. I didn't know him like that. Right? So we'll just include that just for the sake of the conversation. And the other videos that I did that I put, like Dr. York is not the master teacher. Videos like that, right? In combination, I probably made about $20. But let's just say, for the sake of the conversation, that I made $100 total, right? Of doing all of these videos, right? Correct? Now, let's go with what the brother said. I was in the bookstore. I was in 2 bookstores, right? I get to start stuttering when I'm upset, because I'm pissed off, but I'm cool, I'm all right. I was in 2 bookstores. I was in the cult for roughly 15 to 17 years, right? I had turning. The bookstore stayed open, the Durham bookstore that I was a part of stayed open for about, I think 6 months. If I'm not mistaken. It wasn't a full year. I know that to be factual. Now, I'm talking about far as when I joined. Now, prior to me joining, it might have been in total probably a year or 2. I don't know. But I'm just telling you when I became a member from that point on up to the bookstore closing, about 6 months. I had to turn in $100 every week, right? So we're going to narrow that down to $500 per month. $500 plus 6 is what? $3,000. Let's push that to the side. Then there was the books that I bought. I bought the little scrolls. I bought the thicker ones that were 10. Excuse me, let me break it down. I bought the $5 books, scrolls with the little jewels on them, the old school joints. I bought the $10 joints, like Are There Black Devils, the bigger one, right? I bought What to Expect in the Year 2000, which was $20. I bought books like that, $5, $10, $20. And in between that, I bought cassette tapes. I bought CDs. I bought CDs like for example, on how to learn Nuwapic. And it had different golden series, purple series, all of that. I bought the black book that was $50. So I can roughly say that I had at least about, in total, and DVDs, that too. Videotapes of Dr. York speaking on the land, and DVDs. In total, I say about $1,000. So we have $4,000 right now. $4,000, right? I gave $400 of my money to the Blue Lodge in order to assist him with his lawyer fees. Dr. Malachi Z.York, that is. We're at $4,400. I gave Fatima when she was alive, I used to send her money. In total, $300. I used to send her $50 every week. In total, $300. So we're close to $5,000. Or to be exact, because I know how you Nuwabians are, you want to be factual and to be exact, $4,700. For the sake of the conversation, like I just told you, on YouTube, I made $100. And even, no, fuck that. I'm going to say it for real. I only made $20, factual, $20 off of the AdSense program, in which you put ads, they put ads. Google puts ads on your videos. And based on the person looking at that video for a long time or going to the website or whatever have you, that's how you get paid. I'm telling you that I've only made in total $20, and that's including Confessions of an Ex-Nubian as well. And I shouldn't even include that because I didn't even put Dr. Malachi Z.York's name up there. So I spent $4,700. I invested inside that organization, and I only made $100 back. $20 back? Are you out your mind? I'm not making no money off of Dr. York because there's no money to be made. It's not like I'm selling Dr. York dolls. It's not like I'm selling Dr. York books. It's not like I'm selling a Dr. York documentary. It's not like I'm doing a movie on Dr. York. So you sound stupid. You all out there that's saying, oh, you trying to do just make money. Anybody making money off of Dr. York? He's not that special. He's not that big. A lot of people don't know about him. I can tell you off the rip. When I talk about Dr. He's not even a doctor. When I talk about Dwight York, or whatever alias I say, whether it's Aminubi Rakota, Panabad Yanun, Afertev Tumray, Dr. Malachi Z.York, whatever. They're like, nah, never heard of him. Never heard of him. So stop it. Your master teacher is your master teacher. Just yours. No one else's. Nobody else believes in that cockamamie story, him being from another planet. Nobody. When I was a Nubian, that's the part that I left out. And I'm saying that because that's deep. You want to know why that's deep? Because I know that's the part that you leave out when you tell people of Dr. York, Dwight York, that is. When you tell your family members about Dwight York, you know good and well that story that he tells, that he's from another planet Risk, and he's a Riskian, and he has the full higher senses, which is what psychometry, telepathy, clairvoyance, and intuition, and he got a barotheric gland. They not believing that shit. They not. That's the part that you leave out. And if you don't leave it out, and they hear that, that's when they walk away. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Period. Nobody's trying to hear that story anymore, man. It's 2020. The gig is up. That plain and simple. Now, to answer your question. Do I want to make money off of Dr. York? Yes. Yeah, I do. I just want to recoup my money back. I want my $4,700. I want it back. With interest. Because we're not even talking about the time that I put in as well. We're not talking about the sacrifices that I made for my family, for this organ, for that coat. The sacrifices that I made. The times that I drove to the bookstore and worked for free with my license being revoked. Risking my freedom. In order to go to a bookstore to work for free. I remember in the Charlotte bookstore, right? The sister's probably gonna lie. I'm the one that got that bookstore like popping a little bit. People were coming to see me. Y'all know I'm a good storyteller. Y'all know I'm intelligent. So just think about having an asset such as myself and being part of that bookstore. When I went into that bookstore, it was crappy. It was shit everywhere. I rearranged the whole bookstore. You know what I'm saying? When people came in, I was sharp with my doctrine, with the doctrine and everything. People were spending money. I remember this dude dropped like $1.50. He was like, yo, man, yo, you you deep, bro. Listen, what book should I get? And every book that I pointed out, he bought. Oh, I was a proud Nubian that day. And the other days when I would generate money. I felt good about myself when that sister gave me the key. I felt good about myself when I deposited money that I made for the bookstore in the Bank of America account that the bookstore had. So I want that back too. I want that $150. I want more than that. I want to at least get paid at $8 an hour. And I put in hours. I put in hours at that bookstore, and not only that bookstore, but the Durham bookstore. I didn't teach there, but yet and still I was still present. So we're not even talking about my time. So tack that on. So I say y'all owe me at least $8,000. I said interest, and I need my money for working at the bookstore for free. Get out of here with that BS. Get out of here with that bull crap. Period. You don't know who you talking to, son. Y'all need to leave me alone. For real, y'all really do. Y'all not messing with a regular person. You're not messing with a Nubian. See, I know your game. Period. I know the games that you play. You can't run that by me. It's just that plain and simple. I seen your master teacher, Dwight York, on YouTube, admit to the crimes, the hideous crimes that he committed. There's no turning back on that. I don't want to hear no excuses of, well, you know, his wife and another sister was locked up and he did it for them. They was out. They were out prior to him saying that. Oh, they tortured him and blah, 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 blah. But I thought he was the master teacher. You do know he had brothers and sisters, brothers sleeping on doors and roach and rat infested apartments in Brooklyn. You do know he had all of us out there tableaking in the cold. We've been through way more worse. But he can't take a little torture, so to speak. I don't know if that's true or not. Allegedly. Get out of here with that. I'm not trying to hear that. He pled guilty because he was what? Guilty. That plain and simple. So don't run that bullshit around me because I'm not trying to hear it. I'm just not. All I want you to do is just prove that the ships exist, prove that Nibiru exists, prove that Planet Risk exists, prove that Dr. York has his barotheric gland and he has the 4 highest senses. Prove that. You don't have to prove it to me. You know, I'm a nobody. Don't prove it to me. Prove it to the people that you want them to believe. You want them to believe in that shit. Prove it to them. Period. Cause your whole no weight. I heard a dude, dude commented in one of my videos. I can't remember which one. He talking about some, we're looking at you and Dr. York is recording. Man, I'm not dealing with that shit. You can't give me no fear. That does not put fear in my heart. I'm just trying to understand. Here we are going through a pandemic. All I want to know is, does Dr. York have the cure? Not the vaccination. The cure for COVID-19. Because the thing of it is I'm going to leave you with this last headbanger right here. I'm going to drop the bomb on y'all right here. The thing of it is this. If a man has over 76 trillion years of knowledge, shouldn't he at least be able to cure us from COVID-19? That, to my knowledge, only existed for a couple years now. Shouldn't he be able to cure people from HIV, AIDS, cancer? He has over 76 trillion years of knowledge. I'm just trying to understand how he can't figure out how to get the hell out of jail. How he can't figure out how to dematerialize a war in order to walk through it and break himself out of jail. Because it's bullshit. How in the world somebody has over 76 trillion years of knowledge and just got his GED in jail? Don't make sense to me. That's why I say, if I ever had a master teacher, it would be Dr. Sebi. Because Dwight York never talked about an alkaline diet, because Dwight York, facts, was overweight, in poor shape, and was known to be a cigar smoker.